Okay, in this video, we will be balancing chemical reactions for combustion. So we have three example problems, and the general rule whenever you want to balance chemical reactions in general, not just combustion, is first you want to balance carbon, then you want to balance hydrogen, then you want to balance oxygen. Often you'd want to eliminate fractions, and so you'd multiply out. And so let's do this problem. So in this case, following the rule, balance carbon. Here we have 6 carbons. So I'm going to put a 6 right here. So now carbon is balanced. Now we need to balance hydrogen. We have a 14 here, and we have a 2 here. So if I put a 7, I get 14. Now we need to balance oxygen. So 6 times 2 is 12, plus 7 times 1 is 7. So we get 19. So in order for this to be balanced, this needs to be 19 over 2, because 19 over 2 times 2 would be 19. Now, this is kind of where it would depend by your teacher. Often you would want to multiply out to cancel out possible fractions. So I would want to eliminate this fraction. So instead, I would multiply everything by 2. Meaning, this would be a 2, this would be 19, this would be 12, and this would be 14. And let me kind of clear it out. And so we would have a 2 right here, then we would have a 19 here, then we would have a 12, and then we would have a 14 here. And we can check. So carbon, 2 times 6 is 12, 12 carbon, good. Then we can do hydrogen, 2 times 14 is 28, 14 times 2 is 28. And finally, we will do oxygen. So 19 over 2 is 38, and so this side must also be 38. 12 times 2 is 24, 24 plus 14 is 38. So this is completely balanced. Now we will do the problem 2. So here we have 3 carbon. We want to balance out carbon as number 1. So we put a 3 here. So now we have carbon is balanced. Next we'll do hydrogen. We have an 8 here. So in order for this to be 8, this needs to be a 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Now we need to balance out the oxygen. So 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. So 6 plus 4 is 10. And so this is easy. If this is a 5, it's balanced. And let's check. So 3 carbons, that's good. We have hydrogen, 8 hydrogen. We have 4 times 2, 8 hydrogen. And finally, oxygen. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. Now, last problem. This is ethyl alcohol or ethanol. So first, balance out carbon. So we get a 2 here. Next, we need to do hydrogen. So we have 5 plus 1. We have a 6 hydrogen in this side. So we need a 6 hydrogen in this side. And so that would simply be a 3 here. Next, we need to do oxygen. So how many oxygen atoms do we have? 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 times 1 is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So we have 7 oxygen atoms. Here is a 1, so we need 6 more. So this is a 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's nice and balanced. And so that's how you can balance out chemical reaction. And in our problems, we did hexane, propane, and ethyl alcohol or ethanol. And that's all you need to do.